Dann gucken wir uns mal FIFA 23 Ultimate Team an.
Hello everyone, we're here with our Ultimate Team producers to give a special presentation on what's new to FUT in FIFA 23. All right, over to you, team.
Thanks, Derek. We are here with Richard and Aslan from the development team to talk about everything new in Ultimate Team. So Aslan, let's start with you. What are you most excited about in FIFA Ultimate Team this year?
You know, there's no question, it has to be FUT Moments. It's our brand new mode. It's going to give players a new way to play, a new way to earn rewards, and it's totally different from anything we've done before. It's going to be...
Diese Pack-Animation finde ich irgendwie... Die Karte kommt und dann läuft das Rating so hoch, bis es halt stoppt bei dem Rating, den die Karte hat.
Rewards, and it's totally different from anything we've done before.
Ich finde, das wäre cooler, wenn das Rating stoppt, bevor die anderen Sachen kommen. Die Positionen und so. Weil dann kann man so... Angenommen, das geht hoch auf über 85, dann denkt man sich so, ja, man vielleicht... Oder auf über 90 denkt man sich so, okay, vielleicht Ronaldo. Aber wenn dann da schon inzwischen Serbien, Atletico Madrid oder wo auch immer Oblak herkommt, dann weiß man halt schon, ja, okay, ist scheiße.
It's going to be single player, fast,
die Ratings sind nicht richtig.
Fun, bite-sized scenarios with a
die benutzen ja die Ratings vom letzten FIFA.
ton of variety and unique challenges.
Bite-sized, so that means that we can play certain scenarios within a match, like the 75th minute?
You got it. So it's going to be short gameplay sessions. It could be scoring a free kick. It could be completing a comeback when you're 2-0 down with only 10 minutes to go. But we'll also have crazier ones, you know, things like scoring a goal with your keeper without...
Aber diese Challenges, die macht man dann gegen die CPU oder was? Schon wieder Todeswag.
Completing a single pass without losing possession. We can do all kinds of fun stuff that is just really different from our other modes.
Does that mean that we can recreate matches and scenarios that we've seen in real life over the weekend?
You know, we're going to have a mix, right? So some moments will be inspired by real life, recreating that banger from the weekend, that goal from Son with a finesse shot from outside the box.
Also die Idee ist nicht schlecht, aber es ist halt wieder was für geisteskranke Casuals.
We'll also have more unique and creative ones that really just are very distinct and different from how you play in other modes in FUT. So there's going to be a lot of variety and a lot of fun ways to play in moments.
Now, what exactly do you get when you complete a moment?
Yeah, so when you're completing moments, I think the most important thing is that you get to set your own difficulty level. So based off your difficulty level, we're going to give you stars as a reward. So stars are a brand new reward type to Ultimate Team this year. So you're going to be able to redeem them in the Moments Reward Gallery. You're going to always have new rewards for you to be looking out for and exchanging your stars for. But your stars will never go away. So it's up to you if you want to spend them as you earn them or if you want to save them up for something special.
So is it a system that comes in seasons for moments?
Yeah, so there's going to be a mix of content. We're going to have a lot that's going to be available right from launch. And then we're also going to have some seasonal content that's going to come and go. Some might be up for a few days. Some might be up for a month.
Now, this is really interesting because some people might come home, play FIFA, but they don't have enough time to play a full match. So this is like, yeah.
Das ist auf jeden Fall meiner Meinung nach wieder der falsche Ehrgeiz. Wir reden jetzt schon 2 Minuten über so einen Modus, den wieder kein Schwein spielen wird.
Like you said, bite-sized.
Yeah, I think
keine Person baut sich doch Ultimate Team ein Team auf, um dann erstmal ein bisschen gegen die CPU zu zocken.
That's one of my favorite parts about it is that if I have a few minutes free, now I can jump into Ultimate Team and I can make progress. I can practice my free kicks, I can practice dribbling, or I can just try out a scenario and see how that goes.
So what I'm really excited about are the new changes I've been hearing to chemistry. Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, I think this is one of the biggest changes we've ever made. In 23, we're totally overhauling chemistry and you'll have more variety than ever in how you build your squad. So we focused on making it more authentic with how we're doing positioning, more intuitive with how your players are going to link on the pitch, and really just enabling a lot more experimentation and variety when it comes to building your squad.
Now, one thing I noticed about this screen is that there are no...
Wenn ich das richtig verstehe, sind hier diese Punkte. Und um die Punkte zu erfüllen, bräuchtest du jetzt 3 aus der La Liga, 3 Premier League Spieler, 3 Brasilianer, 3 Real Madrid Spieler, 3 Man City Spieler, 3 Paris Spieler, 3 englische Spieler, 3 Ligue 1 Spieler.
No chem lines.
Yeah, that's right. So positional links are gone. Players can now link across the entire pitch. Your left back and your right back are linked. Your goalkeeper and your striker.
Das finde ich aber eigentlich cool. Das hört sich nicht schlecht an.
If we look at Andy Robertson and Trent Alexander,
Wenn man zum Beispiel 3 Liverpool-Spieler hatte, haben alle 3 Fullcam.
Arnold, for example, this is an iconic duo, a real threat in the Premier League. In 23, they can now build chemistry towards each other. And the same thing works when you're building hybrid squads. You'll be able to link up your striker, let's say Mbappe, with your defenders from PSG or France or Ligue 1. So there's a lot more options now when it comes to building interesting squads with more variety instead of having to rely on neighboring links and green links.
So I'm noticing that every player has 3 diamonds on them. Does that represent the chemistry?
Yeah, so players can now have between 0 and 3 chemistry, 0 being the minimum and 3 being the maximum.
So one thing I also see on this screen is the left panel. Does that help you figure out how much chem you're getting for each player?
Yeah, so this will be your reference point for how you build chemistry. Each nation, each club, each league in your squad will be represented in this left panel, and you'll build chemistry towards the thresholds for each of these. As you add players, you'll start working towards these thresholds and unlock chemistry for that nation, league, or club.
So are there any changes to position?
Ich dachte mir, mit einem neuen Chemiesystem kriegen die es vielleicht hin, dass mehr Leute spielbar sind, aber bisher jetzt gerade vom ersten Eindruck habe ich das Gefühl, dass dadurch weniger Leute spielbar sind, weil du ja dann nur die Spieler von den Top-Clubs im Team haben wirst.
The first big
Also du kannst ja dann zum Beispiel jemanden, so jetzt nehmen wir als Beispiel Alexandre Pato, der spielt in einer, ich weiß schon gar nicht mehr, ob türkische Liga oder MLS oder so. Aber du wirst ja niemals noch welche von seinem Club spielen und die Frage ist halt, wie gut er jetzt noch durch eine Icon linkbar ist.
change is that most players will have a
Also
secondary
kriegt man ihn dann überhaupt auf diese 3?
position. And the secondary position is based off of where they play in the
Macht eh keinen Unterschied, ob der Spieler 3 oder 0 Chemie hat. Nee, das stimmt nicht. Die kriegen bei 0 kriegen die keinen Chemistry-Style-Boost, bei einem kriegen die ein bisschen Chemistry-Style-Boost, bei 2 ein bisschen mehr und bei 3 kriegen die einen vollen Boost.
real world.
So let's take João Cancelo, for example. Sometimes he plays at left back for Man City, and then other weekends he plays at right back. So you'll have a secondary position.
So I think that's the perfect example. For the first time, you can now position change from the left side to the right side of the pitch, or vice versa. That means Cancelo could switch from being a right back to being a left back in your squad. And it's also a really cool way that we can differentiate unique players. So Cancelo, based on what he does in real life for City, you can now reflect that in-game as well.
So can players have more than one alternate position?
Yeah, so players can have up to 3 secondary positions, and most will have at least 1. If a player is out of position, they will always have 0 chemistry. And at 0 chemistry, there are no more negative attributes. They're still going to play at least as good as their base stats. So already you've got a lot more options for trying out players without having to rework your entire squad.
So now let's talk about icons and heroes. How do they help with the chemistry of the team?
So icons and heroes always give a unique benefit to your team, and that's not changing with 23.
Ja, gibt nur eine Positionskarte, die du dann halt anwenden kannst. Aber gerade bei Außenverteidigern, ich denke mal, das wird sogar nur bei Außenverteidigern so sein, konntest du die auch noch zum Rechtsaußenverteidiger und Linksaußenverteidiger machen. Das hatte mir gerade auch Hoffnung gegeben, dass vielleicht alle linke Flügel auch im LM spielbar sind. Aber LM ist, glaube ich, nochmal eine eigene Position, das ist nur bei Außenverteidigern.
Icons and heroes, as long as they're in the right position, will always be at full chemistry. On top of that, icons will count as 2 players towards their nation, and heroes will count as 2 players towards their league. If you play an icon or hero out of position, they're going to be at 0 chemistry. Now remember, at 0 chem, players won't have negative attributes, so they're always going to play at least as good as their base stats. So you can try out icons and heroes out of position if you just want to see what they play like in that squad.
So everybody's been talking about crossplay, and I want to know, how is that going to affect FIFA Ultimate Team?
So what that means for us is that we're adding crossplay to all of our 1 versus 1 modes. So if you're playing on the same generation of consoles as someone, you're going to be able to match up with them. So that means our PlayStation and our Xbox users are finally going to get to battle head to head. What that also means is that we're introducing crossplay to our friendlies modes as well. So if you have friends and you want a bit of a friendly competition from platform to platform, you're going to be able to do that now.
And what does that mean for the transfer market?
We have 1 global transfer market for most players. So if you're a FUT trader, you should pay attention to this because it means there's going to be more content for you to play with and more people who are going to be competing on the transfer market as well.
So in terms of draft, FUT champions, and rivals, will that be crossplay as well?
Yeah, absolutely. So all of our 1 versus 1 head-to-head modes are going to be crossplay.
On top of that, we're also adding global leaderboards. So for the first time in Rivals, you're going to look at the Elite Division and see players from other platforms to compete for that #1 spot. But
Digga, niemanden juckt das.
you can also toggle it to only look at your platform leaderboard as well.
So I'll be honest, one thing I love doing is spending time customizing my stadium. Is there anything new when it comes to that?
Yeah, we're making upgrades across the board, Shu. So your stadium's going to have a new roof for tier 1, 2, and 3. We've got new animated pitch trophies that look awesome. We've got new animated tifos as well. So how you can customize and show off your stadium is going to look so much better in FIFA 23.
So it's a
Digga, wen juckt.
World Cup year. Is there anything coming for FUT?
We are going to have the World Cup in FUT this year, but I can't really say anything else, so stay tuned.
Well, I mean, hey, you can't get everything you want, but we did get a lot of great new details on FIFA Ultimate Team in FIFA 23. We heard about the brand new mode, FUT Moments. a brand new chemistry system that's going to redefine the way we play Ultimate Team, crossplay functionality, and of course, visual customization that is going to make your stadium look incredible. Aslan, Richard, it's been a pleasure, and I'm looking forward to FIFA 23. And back to you, Derek.
Cheers, everyone. Stuart and I will make sure we provide the perfect chemistry.
Oh, Markise wird auch geil, Mann. Aber ich glaube, das Chemiesystem wird geil. Das wird schon gut. Also sind wir ehrlich, Chat, im Endeffekt werden die Teams doch eh alle gleich aussehen. Im Endeffekt wird man wieder die besten Karten alle in einem Team stellen und dann viel wichtiger ist, dass sie bitte das Weekend League-System überarbeiten.
Meet me at the London. If you find time, we can